Ever get the feeling your phone knows a little too much about you? Like, you search for hiking boots once and suddenly every ad thinks you're climbing Mount Everest next weekend? Well, you're not entirely wrong. There's a shadowy middleman behind all this, and no, it's not your phone, it's something called a data broker. And today, we're breaking down what that actually means. Think of a data broker like this unseen digital detective, but one you never hired and never met. They quietly collect information about you from all over the internet and real life. Yet, they're meticulously piecing together a digital portrait of you, bit by bit, from countless corners of the internet, and even aspects of your offline life. Imagine them quietly sifting through public records, those seemingly dry documents that hold surprising amounts of personal information. Your casual social media posts, those snippets of your life you share with friends, and potentially a lot more. Think about those little pop-ups asking if you accept cookies on websites. That tracks your every click across the internet, your online purchases, detailing your habits and desires, one shopping cart at a time, even your GPS data, painting a map of where you go and when. Then they stitch all of that together to build a profile that says, this person is 28, loves energy drinks, probably works in tech, listens to true crime podcasts, and recently searched how to fix lower back pain. Creeped out yet? Don't worry, we're just getting started. Where do data brokers get this information? They're not hacking into your phone or reading your texts. Instead, data brokers gather what's legally available, sometimes shockingly easily. That includes your online activity. Every website you visit, every ad you click, every time you absent-mindedly hit I accept cookies, it's all logged, tracked, and potentially fed into the data broker machine. Those seemingly innocent loyalty cards you swipe at the grocery store or pharmacy, you thought you were just saving a few bucks? Think again. They're also meticulously recording what you buy, what brands you prefer, and how often you stock up on those late-night snacks, the very apps you use on your phone. Some app developers make money by selling how you use their app, sometimes with your personal details removed, sometimes not, to other companies, which can then find its way to data brokers. Even seemingly dry government records. Things like property ownership details, marriage licenses, records of bankruptcies, all publicly accessible information that can be aggregated and added to your profile. They gather it, mix it, clean it, and enrich it, like a recipe. But instead of cookies, it's you they're baking. So what do data brokers do with your data? Now here's where it gets spicy. Data brokers don't usually sell your data outright, they license access to it. That means marketers, insurance companies, financial institutions, or political campaigns can pay to look at you, not own you. Why are they willing to pay for this access? For a variety of reasons, including to target you with hyper-specific advertisements, those strangely relevant ads that seem to follow you across the internet. To predict your future behavior, anticipating what products you might buy, what services you might need, or even what your preferences might be. To assess your creditworthiness or insurance risk, potentially influencing the rates you're offered. To run background checks, often without your direct knowledge. And perhaps most concerningly, to even influence how you vote by tailoring political messaging based on your inferred beliefs and demographics. And they usually don't ask your permission because in many places legally they don't have to. The wild part, you probably don't know their names. Ever heard of Axiom, Oracle Data Cloud, or CoreLogic? They've got data on hundreds of millions of people, and that probably includes you. In the US, the data broker industry is worth over $200 billion. But unlike banks or hospitals, there's very little federal regulation. You're not always told what's collected or how to delete it. Meanwhile, in the EU, GDPR gives people more control over their personal info. But in the US, the regulatory landscape is often described as the Wild West, with a patchwork of state laws offering varying levels of protection. You might be thinking, so what? They're just showing me better ads. Sure, sometimes it's harmless, but sometimes it's not. Imagine your insurance rates going up because an algorithm thinks you're a health risk, or getting denied a loan because your online behavior suggests financial instability, or having a stalker buy access to your location history. Disturbingly, these aren't just hypothetical scenarios. Instances of such data misuse have been reported, highlighting the real-world dangers of this largely invisible industry. Okay, deep breath, you're not powerless. Here's what you can do. First, opt out where possible. Many of the larger data brokers do offer opt-out forms on their websites. It can be a tedious process, requiring you to navigate complex procedures and potentially provide more information, but it's a step you can take to limit their collection and sharing of your data. Then utilize privacy-enhancing tools. Consider installing a tracker blocker like uBlock Origin on your browser to limit the number of cookies and trackers following you online. Explore privacy-focused browsers like Brave or Firefox, which offer built-in tracking protection. And think twice before using the convenience of log-in with Facebook or Google, as this can further consolidate your data across platforms. Be more mindful and stingy with your personal data. Before filling out online quizzes, providing your birth date to every website that asks, or signing up for services you don't truly need, consider the potential trade-off in terms of your privacy. Less data out there means less data for brokers to collect. Carefully review app permissions. When installing new apps on your phone, take the time to read the permissions they request. Does that flashlight app really need access to your location data? Probably not. Deny unnecessary permissions to limit the data apps can collect and potentially share. Support stronger privacy laws and regulations. If the issues surrounding data brokers and online privacy resonate with you, make your voice heard. Contact your elected officials and support organizations advocating for stronger data protection laws that give individuals more control over their personal information. Data brokers may be invisible, but they're not invincible. The more you understand how they work, the more power you have to protect yourself. And now, you're one step ahead. If this video helped you see behind the digital curtain, give it a like. Hit subscribe for more eye-opening explainers, and let's keep learning together. And tell us in the comments, what's one thing you're going to change to protect your data? Stay curious, stay informed, and stay in control.